In December, our reporter Andrew Bomford brought you a special report with the sound of an illegal fox hunt. Here's a reminder.
The noise levels and the excitement rises as in the wood, away from the camera, a fox is sighted. That high-pitched, repetitive bird noise is actually the call of a huge golden eagle. It's tied to someone's arm, and hunt protesters say they're used as a ruse, as an excuse for hunts to claim that it's the eagle, not the hounds, that kills the fox. Because under the Hunting Act, there's an exemption allowing the use of birds to kill prey.
Well, tonight we switch our focus from foxes to deer. Like fox hunting, deer hunting using dogs is illegal under the Hunting Act, but it seems there are many ways around that legislation. Here's Andrew Bomford again.
Look, this is a better map. Court Wood will be where I think they'll do a lot of business, right?
Investigators from the League Against Cruel Sports are gathering at their base on Exmoor. It's a 250-acre sanctuary for red deer and other wildlife, but a few miles away, the deer have no such protection. Today, the Devon and Somerset Stag Hounds, the local hunt, are meeting.
I think we'll gauge where they're going to go before we commit. Yeah. You know, because we just don't know. Yeah.
At this time of year, they hunt hinds, female deer, who are sometimes pregnant or have their young with them. The stag hunting season doesn't begin until March.
We know what to do, and we'll be in. We'll walk in and get to them.
The hunt is using an exemption under the Hunting Act, allowing hunting for the purpose of research and observation. The Crown Prosecution Service has repeatedly dropped prosecutions before they get to court, when the hunt claims they were carrying out research. Graham Floyd and Andy Kendall from the League believes it makes a mockery of the law.
So really there's a difference of opinion here. They think they're hunting within the law, you think they're breaking the law.
Yeah, totally.
Who's right?
We need to get the court to find out.
Well, it needs to get the court. Let's bring it all to court. Let's see your 10 years worth of research and observation. Let's see all your notes. Should be quite a copious amount, quite a few volumes, shouldn't there, really?
So you believe this is all a complete sham?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We say it's entertainment and sport, and it shows that because if you want to watch what's happening, you've got to pay the hunt, your cap.
The cap is a payment by spectators to watch the hunt. A few minutes later, we arrive at the meeting point and pay the cap to watch.
Hiya.
Hello.
Morning, can I give you that before it gets a bit chaotic?
You can, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a bit damp for us, isn't it?
Yes.
Been in the car all day today, I think.
Members of the hunt arrive on horseback. There are men and women, most are wearing tweeds, but the hunt officials are in red coats.
Morning.
6 hounds run alongside a rider. The hounds are used to chase the deer for miles in relays of 2 dogs at a time to keep the dogs fresh and exhaust the deer. We're trying to keep a low profile. The Devon and Somerset Stag Hounds don't know who we are. If they did, it might change their behaviour. A long blow of the horn indicates the start of the hunt. We're going to drive up the Exe Valley and then walk to hopefully meet the hunt coming the other way.
Yeah.
Is that a horn?
Yeah, it does.
We can hear a very distant hunting horn somewhere in the bottom of the valley. Could be a mile further on, possibly. Heading there now.
Come on, he's drawing here. He's drawing, Andrew.
Drawing refers to the shouts the hunter's making to encourage the hounds.
I'm on her. She's done some running.
Way in the distance, we spot a female deer running
I've got her
hard.
on film.
That's the kind of thing they'd be chasing, a single deer.
Single hind. She had her mouth open. She's met them and she's run away from them.
We press on further, passing through farmland owned by Boris Johnson's father, Stanley, a hunt supporter.
We've reached a bend in the River Exe and a huge natural valley. Every now and again we can hear the shouts from the hunters somewhere up on the hillside. Actually, finding them in the middle of this huge countryside is very difficult.
But sometime later, we get another glimpse.
Oh yeah, there's deer coming round the corner, coming round the edge up on the top here. There they go.
Oh yes. That's the sound of one of the redcoats, one of the hunt leaders, riding his horse up on the skyline in pursuit of a group of about 6 deer.
We've got deer, hounds, Land Rovers, redcoat. They'll chase them up and down this valley all day long.
We come across a group of hunters on horseback and I approach one of them. He doesn't want to give his name.
Can I ask what you're doing?
What we're doing?
Yeah.
Deer hunting. But what we do is research and observation. We just push the deer about. But should you come across a very lame or sick one, the hounds will bay it and it will be shot. That's about what we do.
You wouldn't shoot a deer that's, been chased for hours on end?
No, that finished a long time ago, didn't it? In 2004.
You say it's for the deer, deer themselves?
In my opinion.
For their health?
Yeah. I think we're keeping our eye on them. No one else is, really.
It's actually protecting the whole number. Is that...
Only if it's a sick deer. It needs taken out within the act, which I don't know the ins and outs of that. That's the masters do, and the huntsmen, they know what they're doing.
But if you spend the day out here looking and you see only healthy deer, does that mean you would not end the day with a shoot?
Yeah, no, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And would that be considered a perfectly successful day?
Yeah, it would. It'd be nice not to know there's anything suffering, wouldn't it?
We've just caught up with the rest of the hunt, and I think they've got a deer down by the river.
So what's happened to your hind then, here? Where's your hind gone now then?
It seems this hind has managed to escape after a chase of several miles. It's the end of the day. The hunt is packing up. The mood seems to have changed. The hunters were polite and friendly before, less so now.
Can I speak to the hunt master, please?
Do you want to speak to me?
Thank you.
Anthony,
The hunt master is David Greenwood, a large man with a florid complexion and a long beard, brandishing a whip.
Excuse me. Hello. I'm from BBC Radio 4. Would you mind?
Go away. I'm not speaking to you. If you're going to ride around with them all day without notifying us you're here, I'm not speaking to you. Go away.
Okay.
I am really pissed off with the BBC. This is the second time we've had it done to us. They've had a day dripping poison in your ears, and now you want to come and talk to me. Well, fine. You come and tell me up front you'll be going with them on a day, so I know that you'll be there. Otherwise, I'm not dealing with you. Okay. Turn that off for a start. Turn that off. Okay. Turn it off.
He tried to grab my tape recorder and chased after me with his whip for a few steps, but didn't make contact.
Was he a bit upset?
He was a bit upset.
Why was he so upset?
Debbie Ballard, one of the investigators from the League Against Cruel Sports, described what she saw on the hunt as medieval.
You sort of get a glimpse into the past, especially when you see the spectators, revelling in the fact the deer is running for its life. You can still do all of that, but not have a live animal quarry. Nobody's saying take your red coats off. Nobody's saying don't ride across beautiful Exmoor. Just, swap the live quarry for perhaps a very, very fit runner. You don't need that live quarry to put it through that suffering.
One hunter told us they'd killed a deer, and we did hear a distant gunshot, but we saw no evidence of a kill that day. The Devon and Somerset Stag Hounds go out hunting 3 times a week. Andrew Bomford with the Deer Hunters.